Okay guys, we're doing a tie rod removal from the back of the, well, this is a Spider, but it'll follow the same as the coupe or the 3200, 4200 body star, 3200, either way. So I started working on this, guys, without y'all. You have to forgive me. So what we're doing essentially is I loosen this all the way up, this jam nut. This jam nut is going to take, I think it's 22, 21. Let me see, I'll tell you right now. I think it's 22, excuse me, 22 millimeter. Okay, so this jam nut's a 22 millimeter. This one here. This one's 27, and I think this is 36. I don't have a 36 millimeter wrench. So what I did, and I know people are going to ask, you know, how hard is it to get these out? So let me show you something so you can see. I've already unthreaded this. So what we're going to do is back this all the way out here. Now before you do this, just a word to the wise, measure your distances or your thread count from, I'm trying to think. Okay, so I've already backed this all the way out. You can see the jam nut is loosened. I backed this one all the way out this way. But I counted, I had 6 threads just like this. You see these? Let me get a pointer. You see these threads? 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted them because what you're going to want to do is when you put the new tie rod in, you're going to want to count the thread count and measure so that the distance that you removed it, you're putting the new tie rod in, which is, we got one here without the boot. You're putting the new tie rod in the same length away. Of course, you're going to have to get it aligned with a new tie rod end. You're going to see that they'll be able to, they've got jam nuts on both sides, so they can actually loosen it, tighten it on both sides. It should actually be easier to adjust with a new tie rod end. But I really didn't want to start this process without you guys. But as you can also see, I've already got the nut loosened off of here. So essentially what we're doing is we're taking the old tie rod end out. So I'm going to loosen this all the way up now. This here. I'm sorry for the camera. We're going to loosen this all the way up here. You're going to see me move this forward, and this will just come right out. It's actually a pretty simple process. Then we can kind of look at it a little bit. So let me just put you, well, I guess I could just put you on pause for a second, and then we'll come back to it. Oh, before I forget to put you on pause. So look, if you're having problems removing this, you can use a little bit of heat. The other thing that you can do is take your wrench. Okay, this is all right hand threaded. This is right hand threaded. This is right hand threaded, and the tie rod end itself is right hand threaded. So basically, you're going this way to remove it. So what you'll do, or what you can do, and just do it in a safe way, guys, if you're going to do it. You can stick your wrench in here like this on one of these threads, and let me see if I can just show you. The camera's kind of an awkward position. I got it on a tripod. So what you're going to do, you can see the jack behind my arm. So I've got it on the body mount behind me. So you can actually stick this wrench on the ground, and since you got your jack over here right beside you, lower the jack down on top of the wrench just a little bit. Oops, sorry about that. I know this has got to be crazy trying to watch this. So you can see, I jacked the car up more just so I could get the tripod and the camera underneath it so that the film would be a little bit better than me shaking it around. But what you're going to do is you put your wrench like this, you know it's going to go, you're looking to come counterclockwise, right? So you're going to lower the jack on top of the wrench and just let the weight of the car twist this around, and it'll break this free. And it's not going to bust anything, it'll be fine. This is all real heavy type steel alloy, metal alloy. It's not going to bust anything. And then after you get it loose, just jack your jack up, and don't drop the car on top of the wrench. Just allow the just loosen the jack a little bit, let the hydraulics come down a little bit on it, a little bit, and you'll see that it'll come free. This one little nut is not going to hold the whole weight of the car. So it's just a tip for you. If you're trying to get this loose, let the weight of the car work for you. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, maybe I can post it. So I'm going to pause. Or maybe, you know what, if the camera's already rolling, let me just go ahead and let me just loosen this all the way up. I've already got it most of the way anyway, so what we're going to do is we got this all the way loose. You can see that it should come out. So let me, so now let me see. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this forward. And there you have it. There's the old one. You can see it. And so what we're going to do now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. Camera's in a funny position, so I'm going to just take this off. I'm going to count my thread count. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to thread the new one into this, and we're going to go from there. Maybe we could, let's see if I can get this in front. I don't know if you can see this. Mine's not really gone, but there's a whole bunch of, seems like there's a whole bunch of play in it to me. So this is the old one. You see it's much better design here. The actual ball itself, as you can see, is not moving. Now it'll move up and down and around, but it's not moving like this one. You see it? Okay, so let me put you on pause, and then the other one I have has got the boot on it. So, all right, let me just put you on pause, and we'll get going from there. Take you off pause. Okay, so I want to show you this 12 millimeter. So we're going to take the old tie rod. What we're going to do is we're taking these off, and take this. You're just going to, these will come, it'll thread right back off. So and what you're going to do is when you put this back into the car, use a thread lock, thread sealant for it. It looks like that's what was used on it before. And so there we go. I don't know why this was so long. As you can see, it's not really necessary to have it that long, but half of it was out anyway. But so I'm gonna put you on pause just for a second. Let me grab this other tie rod in.